Howdy, Beefalo Bart here, and welcome to WoTever Wednesday. Spelled a little differently because WOT, W-O-T, World of Tanks. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so we should be good to go. I got the camera turned off for right now. I have a couple tanks. A few. Should probably pick up a few extra slots whenever they're on sale. See my boy Eagle. He was my #1 running mate in World of Tanks for a long time. But now him's married and got a kid. He got more important things to do, which I agree with. Family always comes first. So, quick rundown on what the game is. If you don't know what the hell it is, it's tanks versus tanks. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There's no cooperative, there's no bots, it's all player versus player. It's 15 versus 15. It's a free-to-play game, so you know you're going to attract some good players, but 90+% is just going to be crap. It's just par for the course of a free-to-play game. So, let's see here. Should have everything visible. Played this game, the first time I played this game was in closed beta, and played it all the way, most of the way through closed beta to the end when they started with the open beta, and then when they went live. So I've been around since well before the 2010 that they say that this game was created. I had already been around for probably 2 years or more whenever the game went live. So I have a few tanks that I've acquired over time, and we've spent a considerable amount of time playing this game and buying premium content here and there. The game's gone up and down. Clans have come and gone. Our clan has changed names a few half-dozen times. But I keep dropping out of the game because of the toxicity of the free-to-play garbage that you run into. And it can be quite annoying. Just going to do a quick rundown of tanks. I'm not going to show every one of them because I currently have 89 tanks in my garage, so that would take a little while. The T2 light tank, I don't know, me and Eagle have had some hell of good times running around with this thing here. Make sure my volume's down a little bit so I don't bleed over. So yeah, we've had some hellish fun in the T2 lights, jumping over other tanks, hauling ass in packs, running around the field. These things don't do very much damage, but they're a hell of a lot of fun. M24 Chaffee has kind of come and gone. It's pretty fun to play. It's changed tiers, it's changed position and so forth, but still not bad overall. Iconic M4 Sherman, and yes, I got the derp gun. I got the 105 on it, and it used to not be overpowered, but if you played it correctly, this thing was absolutely a beast. M4 Easy 8. Tier 10 wise, I've got a couple. Yeah, I hate notifications. So, but yeah, this is not my first, but one of my tier 10s. Just one of those iconic tanks that I've always loved. T14. This could have been a friggin' phenomenal premium tank, but it just fell short so many different ways. It's decent, but it's not what it could have been. Poor old T34. It's now currently a premium tank. It used to be the tier 9 heavy tank. It's kind of come and gone a little bit. And another tier 10, just T110 E5. Not a bad tank, not bad. Now let's see. M18 Hellcat. Again, another one. If you play it right, is absolutely a freaking beast. And my sports car, the T95. One of the, if not the slowest vehicle in the game. I have at least one time managed to get all the way across the map and get onto a cap with it, and that's saying something, just because it is so freaking slow. It used to be a beast, outstanding, frontal armor, and for just dishing out damage, this thing was a monster. T10 used to be the T30, excuse me, used to be the tier 10 heavy tank, and it was always a decent gun, but it was just crap armor. It was a glass cannon, and really never lived up to its name as a heavy tank. It is now listed as a tier 9 tank destroyer. Okay. Another one. This used to be considered to be the Minnie Mouse. Yeah, iconic there. Peace symbol on it. Premium tank, tier 2, always got into tier 1 / tier 2 battles, and it was just way too overpowered. I mean, the gun was not great, but it did more damage than any of the tier 1s you face, a lot. And armor, tier 1s almost could not penetrate this thing at all. So you'd have mini battles with 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 kills per battle in this. They probably nerfed the crap out of it, and it's worthless now. Another pack tank, the Panzer 1C. You get into a group of 3 with this and just go apeshit. A lot of fun. Another iconic tank that I just kind of had to have was the Panther, with its little short-barreled snub-nose gun. Frickin' telephone pole for a gun. Could be a hell of a lot better than it should be, but it isn't. Another premium tank that the B2 740 was completely overpowered, and they nerfed the crap out of it and made it where it's a waste of money now. Another iconic tank. I don't have Tiger 131, or the Rudy T34, or the whatever freaking M4 Sherman from that dumb movie. Tiger 2, another iconic tank. The Low, whatever you want to call it, used to be an absolute monster. Kind of slides back and forth in the band hammer, and not as good as it used to be, but it used to be outstanding for a tier 8. The one tier 10 that I always wanted and finally got, and as soon as I finally got it, it got nerfed all to hell and back and made it absolutely waste of time to get. It's slowly regaining some of its notoriety, but yeah, it just really pissed me off that they completely nerfed the hell out of it. Hetzer B. Hetson. You know what? With the 105 shooting HE shells, this thing, if played correctly, is an absolute frickin' beast. I've had a number of battles where there's 9 and 10 kills per battle with this. Kolobanovs and things like that, where it's me versus 4 or 5 at a time, and I'm the only one left alive on the team. Or me and an Eagle there would be sitting here held up on the mines map, and everybody's screaming at us, "Get out of the base, quit camping," and everything else. Next thing you know, we're the last 2 left alive against 7 enemy tanks, and we still win. So yeah, this earned a really good place in my heart. Needed to have at least one tier 10 artillery, so there you go. GW Type E, or GW E100. The T50-2 was taken out of the game because it was disgustingly overpowered because of the speed in the gun, and they finally brought it back in a slightly nerfed fashion, but still kind of fun. I don't have a clue what the hell that is. T29 tier 3, not a damn clue. Played a ton of battles. I love the iconic T34. It's just one of those tanks that just... Nope, that sounds good, Eagle. Yeah, this is one of those tanks where you can't play a tank game without certain tanks like Tiger, T34, Sherman, things like that. Another iconic late war tank, which was the KV-1. Love the KV-1. It's a good brawling tank. Again, it goes back and forth on the band hammer or the Nerf hammer, but really cool. KV-220 was another oddball premium. It's like a slightly elongated KV-1. And I'll tell you what, again, if you play it right, outstanding tank. A lot of times what you would see is, oh, by the way, tonight's drink of choice, coffee and, of course, Orange Crush. You would see the, like, moderators or the staff members from the game, you know, the find the sheriff events, so to speak, and they would all be driving these. And I'm like, screw that, if it ever comes available, I'm getting one, and I did. KV-3, you would think it'd be a hell of a lot better than it is. Yeah. KV-5 was great, and then everybody realized that if you shoot it right here, it's like nothing to kill it by shooting right here. They nerfed that weak spot and then brought it back, and nerfed it and brought it back, and I wish they would quit screwing with premium tanks. For people who actually spent the money to buy the damn stuff, let them have their money's worth. IS-4 was a tier 9, which is now a tier 10 heavy. So whenever the IS-7 was brought in and made a tier 10, and somehow in the mix-up of switching things around, I ended up with both of them. So I ended up with going from one tier 10 Russian heavy to 2. So that was cool. SU-26 got nerfed so bad. This tank has a very short range. It has a 360-degree rotating turret, which was great. So you didn't have to throw your accuracy all to hell and back while you're aiming with it. But they nerfed the damage of artillery so badly that made this tank, or this thing and gun, they changed the gun on it. It really just ruined this little thing, which used to be phenomenal. Just about done with scrolling through. The British line, they brought in the M4 Shermans, or the Shermans, into the British line. So I'm slowly working my way up onto those. Matilda Black Prince. Used to be a hardcore tank, but nah. Love the Crusader and Cromwell. To me, these were what a medium tank should be. Fast, agile, and could sling lead. Centurion series of tanks in the game, complete letdown. Here's another Speed Demon tank here. A little small, compact scout for rushing around the battlefield. Yeah, TOG 2. Not a hell of a lot of good things you can say about the TOG 2, but it's a TOG. It gets out on the battlefield and people just like, oh god, it's a TOG. They lose their freaking shit about it, and it's just a really big, slow-moving tank with a decent gun. Black Prince. This thing should have been a hell of a lot better than it is. All I gotta say about that. Carnivore, yeah, that tank. How the hell do you pronounce that? Carnarvon, or whatever the hell. Yeah, not as good as it could be. Bert the Avenger. Yeah. Another one of those things where you can, for artillery, you can zip around and change position really quickly. Batchat 12T, meh, okay. Batchat 25T. This was always, if you said the Batchat, this is what you meant, was the Batchat. And now there's Batchat 12T and 25T and 96,427, 503, or whatever the hell they have. Yeah. BDRG-1B. If you could avoid getting hit, this is a frickin' monster. The gun does, or did, good damage. So, some artillery, some other stuff I have no clue about. WZ-131. This tank is the one that I find generates the most amount of frickin' trolls and pieces of shit that come out of the woodwork. And honestly, the armor is way too weak for its tier. The gun, really accurate. View range sucks. It is not a very good light tank. It should have been beefed up a little bit in the armor and made into a medium tank with a better gun. But it's like a Type 59 with shitty armor, if you can imagine that, and a shitty gun. But people get so friggin' butthurt that in one particular battle, actually in two separate battles that I can recall, the last two real battles that I've played this tank, I'm going to play it just to be whatever, because I like it and I want the tank that's after this. But I can't get through it because it seems like every time I get into a friggin' battle with this tank, the way you play this tank is to cautiously move forward, edge up in the different locations, and try to keep from getting seen and getting hit, even though it's got a horrible view range. And take precise shots at weak spots. Get the enemy that are trying to be cheeky on the flanks to think twice. You can track them, you can hit weak points, things like that. It's not meant for being a scout. It is not fast enough, it is not agile enough, it's just not a very good scout tank. But people see, oh, you're on a light tank, you have to go scout. And they think that the only thing that a light tank can do is be a scout. And they get so friggin' butthurt that you're not out there scouting, trying to go on a suicide run, zipping around the battlefield, waiting to get picked off by a tank destroyer or whatever else, that if you're not out there doing that, you're just being a piece of shit. And I've been pushed, I have been team killed. Yeah, every time I try to use this tank, some asshole will try to team kill me because they think I'm not using it to its fullest extent. Just really quickly, Type 59, I'm going to come back and I'm going to play that 131. It looks very much like the Type 59, which is a good premium tank. And then you have the Chinese T-34. Not quite as good as the Russian version, but not bad. So let's jump in. Let's see how frickin' petty and shit the players are whenever I go into a battle with this. And there's only really random battles. There's nothing else really to do in this game. You think they could have come up with a decent co-op battle. I mean, hell, Armored Warfare has got some damn good co-op battles and mixed co-op / PvP battles. If Armored Warfare can do it, then, and that's another Russian company that owns that now, then World of Tanks could have. So, it's Tier 7. I'm in a Tier 6, Tier 7 battle. Okay for matchmaking. I really haven't played this game much because of the toxicity of the players. It's just not worth the headache of dealing with shit players. So I quit playing, so I don't know how these maps have been changed. With the last major iteration, they completely revamped all the maps and the graphics and everything else. I don't care about doing these personal missions and all that other crap right now. I just want to play battles and not get team killed. So I don't know where people go. I tend to always hang back anyway at the beginning of a battle, just because so many people are going to cut in front of you and whatnot. So I'm going to just explore. I don't know what I'm doing on any of these maps now. No matter what I do, I'm not going to be doing good enough for the shitheads. Guarantee someone's going to get butthurt because I chose to come down this road. Helicopters? When do they bring freaking helicopters in a World of Tanks? Yeah, I was going to try to work that corner, but, you know, this guy decided he wanted to come over here and get in the way. Uh-oh, you missed. This is what you consider to be SUA scouting. And there's a light tank just camping out over here.
Ready to fire.
Really? Yes, I'm using auto aim.
Let's find another target.
See, they're all waiting for me to pop my head around this corner here. I'm keeping them spotted for the idiots on my team, just can't seem to quite figure it out. And my team is sucking hind tit. Drive across there.
Target acquired. Let's find another target.
Bam. Well, I can't hit shit. So I'm not being particularly great for my team right now, but my team is not doing very good anyway. Fucking gun. It just jumps way too much. I'm dragging a fucking pipe along. So yeah, I'm
Everyone get out.
absolute shit team here. I mean, I get up there in their spot, and they don't do anything but fucking camp over here. So yeah, this is the kind of shit you can expect. You know, I run out there and I try to be a frickin' spotter. Can't hit shit. Because, I mean, like I said, the accuracy of the gun is absolute shit to begin with. Unless you're absolutely still and aiming. Fuck your settings. I don't want a goddamn notification. Stop and fire. Okay, whatever. You got keys for every goddamn thing else. So if I don't assign a key to that, then it's just going to keep flashing forever. Progress of personal missions. I don't give a fuck about your personal missions. No, you piece of shit. I'm hitting a fucking button. And you don't like my fucking button choice, so hit the fucking tilde key. And yes, it will annoy the shit out of me that there's a frickin' notification. And you know what? Fuck you. I'd rather uninstall the damn game than be forced to, you know, assign a key that they should have assigned a default key to. So really don't like notifications. It annoys me. Gee, defeat, you think? Oh, look, notifications, fuck off, I don't care. So yeah, I'm not going to play that one again right now. So, shitload of tanks. So when you have this many tanks, though, you really, it's hard to figure out what the hell you want to play. And what you want to play is like maybe the M4 Sherman, which you should be able to do lovely things with. But there's just so many things. They've gone way overboard on the tech trees. yes, it's nice to have a choice of different vehicles, but at what point do you say, okay, it's too much? Tier 10s. Okay, you got all these Tier 10 tanks here, and you got the M48 Patton. I could give less than a shit about the tank destroyers going to Tier 10. But on heavy tanks, you got T110E5, but then you got over here, you got T57 heavy. And then you got the light tank, which is the Sheridan, which to me, that's not a heavy, I mean, it's a light tank and everything else, but I love it. I love the Sheridan. I've actually seen the Sheridans in action. I've actually watched one early morning as the Sheridan chassis mobile bridge was setting up. Actually had to escort him out there to begin with. The German line, holy crap! There's so much that they had to have a slider on here. I mean, you look at, okay, there's a light tank, a medium tank, heavy tank, heavy tank, heavy tank. That's what, 3 heavy tanks and 2 tank destroyers. Russian line, another slider here. Just so many friggin' tanks, and this doesn't take into account also the premiums that aren't even shown in here. There's IS-6, so another premium tank. The British line, no slider for the British line, no love for the Americans and the British, but want to get to the Firefly, so I should start playing on the Sherman 3 so that I can go ahead and get the XP to unlock the Firefly, which is the tank that I want. Challenger maybe, but primarily I want the Firefly, which was an M4 Sherman that I believe had, what, the 17 pounder, or was it 20 pounder? 17 pounder. Good gun. So let's take a look at the Sherman 3. If we can find it. Russian, let's go all the way back over here. American stuff. Oh, there's German. Russian. British. There we go, Sherman 3. So let's take a look at it. What do I have on here? I've got the 105. Let's look at the research available for it. I could put on the 6-pounder. I've always been fond of that 105 using HE. To make sure I'm using HE with it, but yeah, I'm not really worried about the rest of the guns on here. I want to be able to go directly into the Firefly. And yeah, 26,000 XP until I can do that shit. Ammo wise, now equipment, I'm not going to worry about adding equipment to it. It's HE and heat. Put a couple heat on there just because. And there is no premium ammo for this tank, which is unusual. Everything else has premium ammo. Let's go ahead and jump into a battle. We're going to see if my boy Eagle's going to make it in here. Sand River, a long time map that's had a bunch of changes done to it. I will say that, you know, I've met a bunch of the staff that, see, right off the bat, someone's saying, I smell a shit team. And he misspelled it. It used to be that there was a hill right over here, and it's changed completely now. But you could, if you got in the right position, and sometimes get a little bit of assistance to it, you could actually get up there on top of that hill and Kolobanov, or it's one of the medals that I got that the one memorable one was no, it's not over here, it's way over there on that side. Enemy crashed. Yeah, I'm not going to play the run along that ridge deal. The light tanks will run across to that area and they'll just spot. So you really want to find a good way to get shots into that ridge line from somewhere else. But yeah, there's an achievement you can get for killing the last tank on the enemy team with the last shell that you've got in your gun. And I got it on this particular map. You know, this bullshit of automatically spamming out like reloading and all that bullshit, I can't stand it. There's no way of turning off chat. Hey, you know, you idiots are supposed to go out there and spot cap. We're supposed to cap, but it appears that nobody wants to fucking cap. They just want to come over here and play peekaboo and slug it out. So you got an enemy that's on the capture point. This particular capture point, there's only one flag, so you're supposed to be fighting it out to go to that capture point and capture it. Nobody gives a shit about doing what you're supposed to do on this map. So they'll get out there and they'll slug it out up north, and finally we got Panzer 38 NA who decided to go over and check it out and see if they could spot cap. And it's probably just a light tank that's hauled ass to get over there. Gee, you're pinging on the map? You think maybe we should be going to the actual flag and try to capture it? Or stop the enemy from capturing it? Good job, artillery. Alright, well, I didn't have a shot on it, but yeah, I mean, in theory, you would think that the important task would be to capture the flag and win the battle, instead of playing peekaboo and fucking around up north. You got artillery over here that is trying to move forward. So for better or for worse, I'm going to try to sneak up here and get on cap. It is nice to have destructible buildings, though. Remember before that was a thing. You know. No shots on these guys. And honestly, I'm not really wanting to give away my position unless I have to. Okay, Artie's down. Got a T1 heavy that's moving this way. And if he's smart, he'll come over here and fight me. That's what he should be doing, is coming over here to try to deal with me. Our M5 Stewart is trying to do a decent job of scouting. I'm not going to stick my head out. There's still two artillery that are just trying to pepper this freaking cap. And that's what they should be doing. Trying to stop us from capping. Two trains of thought here. I could sit in the same spot, and if I get hit by artillery, then that's a thing. Wow, 40 friggin' damage. 40. Oh, 82 damage. I'm not going to come off this cap. Well, my team has turned such shit that I no longer have any cover. I have nobody covering the backside. No fucking damage whatsoever. This game is such shit. It's high explosive. I'm the only motherfucker over here trying to capture the base now. I have 8 health left.
Bail out. This vehicle is hatted.
Yep, shit team for sure. Motherfucker, this is a North American server, speak English. So, instead of worrying about the capture and everything else, everybody went up north. They went to go play fucking footsies up north and ended up fucking losing the battle. No sense of tactics or whatever. And my tank just couldn't do shit. And let's see here. Invite players. Invite to tactical unit. Okay. Did it send the invite? Gee, second defeat. Okay, fuck off. I get it. My team sucked. I don't need notifications. Invite players. There's only one there. And invite. Why can't I invite you? Alright, well, I'm trying to send the invite. This game is not smart enough to allow it. Didn't mean to close the frickin' unit. There we go. Let's see. Pick a tier. I'll let him pick something, because obviously I'm not doing shit so far. What should have been a decent battle, I couldn't do any damage whatsoever. I mean, 50 or 60 damage here and there, it's just not working. Yeah. Stream is always going to be about 3 to 5 seconds behind. T34. Okay. I got one of them. Somewhere amongst here. There we go. Okay, so I guess I can hit battle now. Alright, let's see what we can do. Alright, so yeah, I'll just try to support you the best that I can. Try to type that in, but we got into a battle. Tier 7 through 9. Wow, we got top tier. Does that mean that we're going to be awesome? Westfield. Never been a fan of this map. Used to be that you could have fun in training rooms or whatever they're called, and go over here and try to jump the bridge. There was a center span, and you could only get to it from this side. So we'd get in our fast tanks and try to jump across the gap. Yeah, stream is still showing us in the lobby. We got T-29. Alright, well, lead on, brother. See, if I let him lead, then, you know, if we screw it up, I can blame it on him. I don't have to take responsibility. The fuck? We're pushing up fast on that ridge. So screw it. I guess he wants to push this way, then I'll go that way.
Target acquired. Where'd they go?
Well, let's see if damage blocked. Really? How the hell did you get knocked down to 45% that quick? T-28 still hiding over there. Artillery is actually doing a decent job on the enemy team. What do you got over there? A mill 2? No idea what the fuck that is. Got spotted there on the ridge. Really? That one didn't do shit. ISM. What the fuck is an ISM? Did that T-28 not die? It was just gonna be a slugfest, and I'm just gonna roll on across.
Ready to fire. One of our trucks is damaged. They killed our driver. We're immobilized. The radio man is bleeding. We can't rely.
Fuck it, I don't give a shit.
We've lost the track.
I'm not gonna sit here and play slugfest. If that's all this game's gonna be, then fuck it, I don't care. I'm not even gonna play this shit anymore.
Track hit.
Figure if nothing else, get out there and spot. Hopefully my boy Eagle could have taken some shots. Seriously, T-28 HGC is still right there.
One of our trucks is damaged.
Alright. So this is what the game still is. It's a just turtle fest is what it turns into. I just want to turtle back and forth. let's take that guy out. 10, then hetzers. So yeah, this game used to be a lot of fun, and then it started getting really, really popular. And usually what happens when you have a free-to-play game is you're going to get, you know, you got 10, 20 million people that play this game, but you're going to get a lot of people who, A, are really into tanks. They really like the lore and all the history of tanks and everything else, and they're going to enjoy the game because of that. And then you're going to have a lot of players that are going to come in that all they give a shit about is it's free to play. It's just another game they can run around and be a shitbag in and just play it because it's free. And they can shoot other players. Okay, whatever. Not the kind of players that I like in a game. You know, I know Eagle here. I know he's got a shitload of tanks too, so I know he has tier 10s. We've helped each other along during the years trying to get towards tier 10s, and I know he's got 5, 6 of them, and I got 6 or 7 of them. I don't know how many he's got now, but I know that we had a similar number of tier 10 tanks. IS-4. I actually really like IS-4. Is he ready? I guess. Green light is there, so I guess that means he's ready. But yeah, the IS-4 and IS-7 used to be really, really good tanks, and there's just so many tanks now that, you know, when you're trying to make a game, you're trying to get all your vehicles balanced, and then you introduce 20 more, and then you got to fuck around with the balance again, and with so many new vehicles that came into the game and so many new players that came into the game, gameplay style is going to change as the people change. And at first you had people that were in here because they enjoyed the game and they enjoyed tanks and they worked together as a team, and all that teamwork just went away, and they've let oh shit, exit pedal. He's got a mouse. When the hell did you get a mouse? So yeah, I mean, the trolls and the piece of shit players are the ones that usually influence how things go, and that's what actually has led to the downfall of this game so much, that the little shitbags have just come in here and ruined the experience for the people who want to play the game because they like tanks and they enjoy the history and so forth of tanks and tank combat. And then with so many tanks available, it's like the balancing act of, well, I gotta buff this tank, but I gotta nerf that one, and then when you keep having to juggle back and forth every time you add a new friggin' tank in, it just ruins the experience. I don't even know what the hell map we're on. Serene Coast, I guess. I kind of want to play aggressively this time.
Time to roll out.
And with no way of disabling other people's ability to ping the map. That kind of is shitty. Because you got people who will, oh, I'm better than you and my decision matters more than anything else you might want to think or do. So they're going to ping spam the map, the entire map, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. What in the fuck?
We've lost half of our engine power. We've lost some ammo, but at least it didn't explode.
What in the immortal fuck? Artillery just took off more than half of my health. And I have more health in this than any other fucking tank in the game. But now I have 863 out of 3,000 because of 2 fucking artillery shots where they should not be able to see me. That is utter bullshit. The fuck? They shouldn't have visibility of me to be able to hit me or anything. So how the hell were they able to do that much damage to me? Were they blind firing? Try to get over here so maybe get out of the ability for them to shoot me. I've lost all my fucking modules. Fosh B. No shot. No shot. Fucking magic artillery. Armor not penetrated. Fucking delightful. Oh, and these motherfuckers can't even hold down a fucking base. Ridiculous. This tank can't make it back in time to do anything. Nobody else is fucking going up there. I got fucking mystery fucked early on in the battle, so my tank is shit up right now. And I'm slow as hell. Tank that's meant to, you know, be a brawler just got dry fucked by invisible artillery. Oh, don't even encourage these little pricks. Yeah. See what I'm saying is about the salty fucks? They don't give a shit. I mean, this loudmouth motherfucker, where is he? Oh wait, he is already dead. something these tanks can do, because, you know, even though these were the most powerful tanks on the fucking battlefield, one defeat after another because we keep getting shit teams. And honestly, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Salty little pricks that run their mouths. I don't give a fuck about your battle results. Go away. Fuck off. And I see them right there. I don't need them there either. Salty. How does fucking artillery do that much damage to me? $3,000 damage to under 1,500. So that's a lot of freaking damage done with a mystery shot. It wasn't spotted. I mean, there's no reason why I should have been able to get hit like that. What is this? Redshire. Okay. Again, all these maps have changed so much, and the style of play has changed so much, because when they changed the maps, they changed the cover arrangements, and then you got the lemming train locations where everybody normally goes to has to change. Alright, so that's why I say you play like an old guy. Let the lemmings do their thing, run around, be little kids, haul ass around the battlefield, and then you can either A, decide to reinforce the weak spots, or you can stay close to base, or you can, you know, you make your mind up as you see where everybody else is going. If nobody's defending, then blip somewhere? I don't see a blip. Oh, the crash blip. Okay. That's new. New for me, at least. Alright, so light tanks are doing their normal fuckery over there on that hill. Guarantee there's going to be something that should go on over there by that blimp. You got one medium tank that either is AFK or just hanging out by himself over there. A couple light tanks going that direction. Kind of an even fan going across the entire battlefield there. But here's the downfall of tank destroyers, is not being able to just have much room on your gun. So they get out of your aiming range. Ah, poor little bastard. That's a suicide run, trying to scout for your team. But since I'm out in the open, I definitely want to make sure I get away from the open areas, so artillery isn't going to have an easy shot on me. So we got light tank scouting. Mediums aren't getting up there to do their usual fuckery. So, see that the majority of the enemy team is on the far left-hand side. So that tells me I should be pushing on the right-hand side, clearing what they got camping over this side, and try to get to where I get a line of sight on the enemy team on the back. T-40 tank destroyer, much lower tier than this. Since the scouts aren't scouting, I guess the tank destroyers have to go and do that. Oh no, did that hurt, little one? Damn P1Z, P1C, you go, boy. Doing what you're supposed to be doing. Come on, stick your head up. What are you, Panzer 1C? Could go for high ground, but not gonna. Staying in here, I'm not gonna get hit by artillery. Go out there, I could be hit. Fucking light tanks need to push up a little bit to where they can try to spot. Since they got a P1C over here. Oh, damn it, boy. They had a P1C. Boy, Eagle just smoked the hell out of them. But I know we got a heavy tank over here, so. Let's make them uncomfortable. But nobody else to push. Friggin' tank destroyers have to damn push. Oh no, P1C.
Target unlocked. Target acquired.
A dangerous game here, though. What the fuck? Oh, that looked like it hurt. Oh, shit, I missed. Because I had freaking target locked. Yeah, you weren't gonna make it, motherfucker. Oh, fucking Hetzers. Hetzers be Hetzing, bitches. I don't have a shot at him, but the fuck out of my way. Into medium dead. Fucking medium tanks and light tanks wouldn't get out here and spot anything, so the tank destroyers had to get out here, and the Hetzers had to get out there and push. So, I am going to smoke the dog shit out of his ass. And keep on capping. Oh, thanks, way the hell down there. So, not worth trying to chase him for an extra kill when we're about to cap anyway. Hetzers be hetz. It only took, what, 5-6 fucking battles to get one win? I don't need notifications here when I have a notification here. Alright. Yeah, see, the hets are when you've got a good battle, I mean, especially like that, we were top tier. But in a good battle with the Hetzer, when you get just that right mix of right sprinkling of the right map, the right terrain, the right tiers, and everything else, the Hetzer, you can have a lot of fun with it, with that derp gun, the 105, 10.5 centimeter. And so when you have a battle like that, it does make up for some of the salty shit platoons, or not platoons, but battles, but not completely. Platoon in battle. Shows that I'm doing no drop frames. Shit KB a second, but that's because I have shit internet. 30 frames per second, which is where I have it set to go. I'm only using 5% CPU, so everything looks good. OI experimental in a platoon. Luke's in a platoon. And on our side, Hetzer's in a platoon. M4 three-way platoon. And what the hell is this map? Muravanka. Ugh. I don't know this fucking map anymore. So I'll just sit here and turn in circles. Do donuts. I was doing donuts. Let's see here. Mediums are running that way. 2 heavies going that way. I don't know anything about these maps anymore. Well, let's see what we can get into going this way. Stay towards the bushes.
Target acquired.
An Excalibur. What the hell is an Excalibur?
Target unlocked. Permission to
Why the hell did I frickin' miss? Keep track, keep track. What the fuck? It was lined up perfectly on him. The fuck?
We're done for. Everyone get out.
That is utter bullshit. I mean, even with auto aim turned on, and the guy standing up here doing nothing but sitting in the open, with the accuracy of this crew here, it should have been a 1-shot kill on his ass, or a 2-shot kill, instead of 4 shots. Yeah. Utter bullshit. So, that... I mean... That's just the way it goes, too, so... Let's see, what can we pull out here and have fun with? Because the game's gone to shit anyway. So, I mean, you get those shit battles where it's just like, no matter what you do, your shots are not going to hit where you're aiming. I don't know if it's your connection or whatever else. But you just get those games, and it shouldn't be a thing, but you get those games that no matter how you play, you end up getting frickin' beat down. The hell is this in tactical unit bullshit? I'm sorry, did you have something selected? I wasn't paying attention. Too busy being salty my damn self. There we go. You know what, screw it. When all else fails, when you start getting those shit battles, go play something that you expect you're going to be dead in the first 2 minutes with. Panzer 1C, you can go in there and get absolutely freaking wrecked in the first minute of battle. Or you can, oh gee, victory. How? I don't know. But hey, how about go fuck yourself? I don't want notifications. Still a shit battle because, I mean, I had what, 4 or 5 shots that should have been hits that were not. Oh, there's another P1C in here. So, like I said, you could totally get destroyed in the first minute of battle, or you could totally dominate the frickin' artillery and everything else. Again, what is this? Fjords? This map's changed so frickin' much as well. I'm gonna swing hard to the left, and probably so. Probably with the new change in physics, the way it used to be, it was you could jump off of things and it wouldn't do any damage. But now with the physics of the game, you could turn over, slide sideways, you can handbrake turn. There's so many things that can go wrong now more than ever. Surprised this little thing has enough ass to knock over a tree. Ooh. Running into things slows you down a little bit too for some reason. I don't know why. Nice waterfalls over there now. Elevator? Yeah, I'm not going to stick around.
Target acquired. We didn't penetrate their armor. Enemy armor is hit. Enemy is hit. Target unlocked. Ready to fire. Penetration. Enemy armor is damaged. Ready to fire. Enemy armor is damaged. Penetration. Enemy is hit.
I don't care.
This vehicle is hacked.
That's what you do with the Panzer 1C. It doesn't matter. Yes, it may be detrimental to the team, but I just highlighted every bit of their shit. So, I showed everybody where everything was. You know what? Don't care. It was fun. Go, Hetzer, go! Tear some shit up. Oh, back up. Oh, you're screwed now. He's gonna reload. There you go, boy. Oh, the birch gun got him. Yeah, the fast, what I call the troll tanks, they can actually bring a little bit of fun into it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and we're past the 1 hour mark. I'm gonna stop the stream and take me a smoke break. So, for those who joined me on this, yes, I know I'm not supposed to be smoking, but my viewers don't give a shit about me, except for one person. We know that my boy Eagle's got my back, but the rest of y'all don't give a shit. So, all right, well, this has been over the 1 hour mark, and this was WoTever Wednesday. This time was something a little bit different, actually playing some World of Tanks, something I haven't done in quite a while. So, thank everybody for watching, and we will be back later.